Hello everyone! Today's video is me in my bed because I felt awful when I filmed this, and I used my computer as my microphone because that's all I had. I think yeah, my phone was slowly dying. I used it for the questions, but please turn your volume way up because yeah, you're probably gonna need it, or wear headphones or earbuds or something. I don't know. I hope you can hear me. I did my best. I adjusted the volume to the best of my ability, so sorry. I don't know why it is when I'm on lives, my computer mic is fine, but when I record with it, so yeah. But I did the video, even though I didn't feel good. You're welcome. And actually, some of the questions, you learn a little bit more about me. Wasn't expecting to go into some detail under some of these, but I did, so yeah. I also have some housekeeping stuff to take up in the front of the video because I really need to mention them. It's my job. So, enjoy. So I've tried to make this video 3 times. I'm having a very bad spell. That's what I call it, a bad spell. So, yeah. However, so many of you have either tagged me for this tag or you have messaged me and been like, have you seen this video? Okay, I get it. You want me to do the tag. This particular tag was started by the Faded Wildflower Crochet, although in that video she mentions how crochet tags, she's never seen one before. I'm not sure if she's new to the fiber community or not. Crochet tags, knitting tags, all that kind of stuff is not new. It's not new. It's been around for years. Every single question that's in this, in fact, I have seen in a million tags. But hey, she wants to try her hand at it. Have at it. Go for it. It's just not new. But so many of you have tagged me, I guess I have to do this again. So, yeah. One of the tags, however, one of the questions in here is things you will not crochet. Literally, I made an entire video all about that, and I started my own tag about the fiber nopes of 2025. So, I'm not even going to answer that question. Go watch the video. Like I said, crochet tags, knitting tags, they're not new. But, you know what? You want to add one more to the fold? Go for it. First, I need to get some things out of the way. I'm doing this because I need a video this week. Okay? Y'all know that I didn't get paid for 2 months this year. And things are about to become expensive. So I do my gift or garbage series in the fall and winter, which is usually advent calendars. It's also kits and gadgets and stuff like that. But you'll love it when I do the advent calendars. To get those advent calendars, I have to have money. So I make videos, you watch them, YouTube pays me. Thank you. So I gotta have content. I gotta have at least one video a week. So here we are. I'm also going to mention that Teresa and I will be live. I'm probably going to put this out Friday, so tonight we will be live, God willing, and we will reveal our film to fiber projects on my channel live. We have no idea what the other one made. We're very excited to show you and each other. I love my project. I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm really excited. I got to let my little creative juices kind of toy around and stuff. I haven't done this in a long time. Anyway, that's tonight at, I think it's 8 Central, 9 Eastern p.m.
OPhire is having an incredible sale right now, 20% off. Yes, even those beautiful wooden hooks that you've had your eye on, but you're like, I don't know, they might be too expensive. 20% off right now. Use the link down below. Also, a couple of special edition hooks are back. Let me tell you about those.
Azalea! The limited edition spring hook of last year by OPhire Co. is back for a very limited time and a very limited stock. So if you want one, I would grab one super fast. The gold splashes in there, the pink twist, the little hints of purple and white. Oh, so beautiful because it's supposed to look like an azalea flower, although to me, it looks a lot like something else. Just saying. And then our girl Pink Tourmaline is getting a makeover. What does she look like now? Go to the link in the description box. Find out for yourself. But I would grab these because she will not last long. She is going to be part of the lineup. So hurry, because if you like pink, this is the month for you. Oh, Valari. Valari, whom I work for, is changing their website to CraftEase. CraftEase. The pillow will still be the Valari pillow by CraftEase. We begged them not to change the name because y'all know the Valari pillow. So we're pretty sure it's going to stay the same. I do have a discount code. It's down below if you want to get one of these beautiful pillows for yourself. If you want to know why this is different from a pregnancy pillow, you know, the boppy or something like that, again, I have a video all about it. So you can check that out. I really put this thing to the test. So I love my Valari pillow. And they've got some new things coming out soon that I can't talk about, but it's exciting. I will get to the tag, I swear. June 2nd, which is Monday. When you're watching this, it's gonna be Monday. The Twice Sheared Sheep Advent Calendar will be available for pre-order. And you want to watch my video. The theme this year is storybook. It's beautiful. All I've seen is the concept art, and I don't care. It's gorgeous. You want to watch my video, so come back Monday. You know that I usually have Monday videos anyway, but yeah. Sick or not, I am going to make that video because it is very important that y'all see it as soon as possible. I have a feeling this one's going to sell out really quick this year. There might even be fewer boxes because this year they've combined crochet and knitting together in one box. So whether you're a crocheter or a knitter, there's only one kind of box. How are they going to make that work? I don't know, but you know they're going to do a beautiful job, so it's cool. I think what they're going to try and do is they're going to put things in there that both fiber arts can use. So, but I will have more information for you Monday. So, crochet tag, let's do this. Again, this particular one was started by the Faded Wildflower Crochet. I will link her channel down below because she started this. How did you learn to crochet? I've shared this story before, but if you're new, here we go. I was 10. I am not going to tell you how long ago that was, but a long time ago. I was 10. I was homeschooled. My mother liked to teach Bible studies at a church. I would go with her, do my homework, and then usually draw or something. There was a lady in the back who was listening to my mother, but she was crocheting, and I knew what crocheting was. I don't think I'd ever seen it in the wild, but I knew what crocheting was. My aunt was a knitter, so she tried to teach me to knit. I was a disaster. I can do the garter stitch, so I can knit stitch. That's it. My brain cannot purl. I don't know what it is about the purl stitch. My brain just, it can't do it. So, several of my friends have tried to convince me to try Tunisian because it looks like knitting, but it's not knitting, it's crochet. In fact, my friend Alea got me a Tunisian hook. That's Cozy Co Crochet. Go follow her. She's fabulous. Got me a crochet hook for Christmas last year. Hint, hint. I guess I'll have to try it anyway. But I went over to this lady and I asked her what she was doing, and she said, "Oh, I'm crocheting." And I was like, "Oh, that's what that is, you know." And she just immediately was like, "Do you want to learn?" Okay, I was game. I love to learn new things. So I had done cross stitch, I had done needle point or whatever, embroidery. I had done felt crafts. I was a crafty kid. I did all the kinds of crafts. So I thought, okay, yeah, sure. She pulled out a light blue skein of red heart yarn. Oh yes, I remember everything. Light blue skein of red heart yarn and a green 6mm, probably a Susan Bates hook. I still have the hook. I don't have the yarn, but I still have the hook. And it's very special to me. Very special. So this was my first crochet hook ever. I will probably never use it again. Although never say never. But I'm not gonna get rid of it. No. This was my grandmother's hook. When she passed away, they found this, and they meaning my uncle and my father, and they gave it to me. So, found out my grandma could crochet and never taught me. I still have this too. So, she taught me to crochet, the basics, and then she told me that I needed to learn more. So I went to the Post Exchange or Base Exchange. I forget where we lived. Well, I mean, I remember where we lived, but I forget what it was. But basically, it's a little everything store that you get on military bases. If you lived on a military base or post, you understand. Anyway, they had one book. One. It was a little kit, a very small little kit on crochet, and so I bought that, and that taught me the rest. This is the crochet hook from that kit. Yep, it's plastic. That's okay though, because I had the metal one, but it's sentimental. I don't like hooks that are this flimsy, obviously, but it's sentimental. And it's this might be where my love of 4mm came in. This is a 4mm hook, so I don't know. I always said that I was never going to learn 3D or amigurumi or any of that stuff because it's like, I don't see the point. Now what do I make? And what do I design? Yeah. Never say never, kids. Never say never. So it wasn't until I was in my I decided to get on YouTube, and I discovered Jada and Stitches, who finally taught me how to make a granny square. Although my favorite granny square is a combination of what Alt Knots and the Secret Yarnery, what they do. I combined their two techniques after learning the basics from Jada. I combined their two techniques, and I made my own granny square. And then when I wanted to learn amigurumi, I found Louie at Club Crochet and Complicated Knots, Kylie. They taught me amazing, invaluable things. They both emboldened me to design. They didn't talk to me or anything, but they inspired me to design my own amigurumi, and I did. And now I teach y'all. Okay, that was a long answer. Hopefully some of these will be short for you. What's your favorite thing to crochet? Amigurumi. But I also really like making slippers. I will never not like making slippers. I really love making my Broadway bears, obviously. I love my Broadway bears. There's a playlist if you haven't seen it. I'm hoping to make one this year. My goal is to make at least one a year because I love them so much. If you could use only one yarn for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's kind of open-ended, so I'm going to take advantage of that, and I am going to say the Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn line. Yep, they're all 4-weights. Well, actually, no, there are some chunkies in there. Yeah, I'm just going to take that whole line, but I'll be a little bit more fair, and I will say that just the 4-weights, just the worsted weight. That gives me my super soft, perfectly thick enough worsted weight yarn in acrylic. I love Big Twist, but I do think that their 4-weights can be a little on the thin side sometimes, and it messes with my tension sometimes. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say the I Love This Yarn line. I love this cotton, I love this yarn, I love this sparkle. It's just the whole line. So, yeah. It's great. I love it. I know a lot of you don't like Hobby Lobby. I do. What is the weirdest thing you've ever made? Well, she means crocheted. But the weirdest thing I've ever made, just for fun, this is like a subset of the tag, because she means crocheted, but subset. I had to dress up as Ursula for a spirit day at school when I was younger. And my boyfriend was Flotsam and Jetsam. My mom made these awesome eels to wrap around him, and so he was Flotsam and Jetsam. We don't have a picture, unfortunately. We do, but it's on one of my mother's cameras somewhere in the abyss of film that she, yeah, yes, children, film, somewhere. We don't know where. And I decided to make a soul, an unfortunate soul. It was made out of fabric and pipe cleaners and googly eyes, and I made an unfortunate soul. And I carried him around. And, it was fun. But I should probably crochet an unfortunate soul someday. I think that would be a lot of fun. I do. I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll make the Triton one specifically, with his little beard and the little trident sitting next to him and stuff. I don't know. Just because. Crocheted. It can't be anything else. It has to be this. There is a television show, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. They say it's a kids show, but I gotta tell you, a lot of adult jokes. And I'm not talking about inappropriate adult jokes. I'm talking like references that kids would not understand. There's references to the A-Team. There's references to The Odd Couple. There's references to, oh my gosh, Home Alone. There's references to Indiana Jones. There's references to Little Shop of Horrors. Stuff kids wouldn't watch, although I watched Little Shop of Horrors when I was a kid. But, I mean, most things kids wouldn't watch. Home Alone, obviously they would. But there's stuff in here kids wouldn't get, including a Star Trek reference. There is a character named Discord. He is voiced by the fabulous John Delancey, who played Q in some of the Star Trek iterations. I'm not a Trekkie. I had a friend who was, and she introduced me to all this stuff. But I will never be ungrateful for introducing me to John Delancey as Q, because I could watch that all day. He was chaotic. He was menacing. He was funny. He was also charming in some way. And that voice. The voice. So the moment that he spoke in My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, I was like, oh my gosh, it's John Delancey. It's Q. Discord is Q. They literally cartooned his character from Star Trek. Kids would not get that. I did. I'm talking kids now, obviously. We probably watched that when we were kids, but kids now, they wouldn't get it. They have no idea. No idea. So, it is fabulous to me that they did this. So his character, I don't know if I can, let me see if I can find a picture, because it's kind of hard to explain. He is made up of many, many animals. You've got lion, goat, deer, dragon, lizard, chicken, bat, unicorn. I forget all the animals, but you can see that he's a weird looking guy. Okay. I wanted to make him because I really like that character. I really like that show, but I really like that character. So I decided to find a pattern. At the time that I wanted to make this, and I searched the whole internet, at the time that I wanted to make this pattern, there were two. There was one where he was this big and exceedingly simple, like barely any detail at all. And he's this big. And I made him because it was a pattern and it was free. So I made him. He looks fine, I guess. It's like baby Discord. And the other one was enormous. The size of my headboard. I don't need one that big. I mean, maybe someday, but I don't need one that big. So I tried my hand at designing. Had never designed an amigurumi before. Nothing this complicated. Don't recommend that. It was a lot. I did write it down. I do have a pattern for him. It was a lot, but he's definitely the weirdest thing I've ever made. And mostly that's because of, what he looks like. He's made of so many different animals. I'll try and find a picture. I really wasn't going to edit, but I've had to edit so many times now. Who cares? I'm going to put a picture up here of what I made. So that is the weirdest thing that I have ever crocheted. Something you'll never crochet. Okay. Made an entire video about it. Go watch. It's up here and down there. Where do you get your inspiration? Everywhere. I have an inspiration folder. I get inspired by color. I get inspired by animals. I get inspired by things I see in movies and TV, obviously. Anywhere. My friends can inspire me. It's great to bounce ideas off your friends. I love it. I talk to Teresa at Critters Crochet and Amanda at Crafters Autonomous all the time. And Heather at Heather's Creative Corner. Oh my gosh. Those girls are like my little brain session people. I love talking to them. And they will help me like when I get stuck. It's like, this is what I was going for. And they're like, why don't you try this or this? And so my friends inspire me. The world inspires me. Color inspires me. You can be inspired by anything. In fact, I've got a whole video about that. I'll link it down below. Favorite thing you've made so far this year? Oh. Okay. I can't tell you or show you. One is a gift, and I haven't sent it yet, so there's a chance they could see this video, and I'm not going to spoil it for them. But you will see it because I've made a video about all the things I made for my Disney friends. But I haven't edited it yet, so that's why you haven't seen it. The other thing I made is for a yarn review. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It looks so cute, but I can't tell you. So, favorite thing I've made so far this year? Wait and see. Crochet plans you're excited for the future. Well, I'm excited for the Decade Divas, obviously, which will be in September and October. I'm very excited to bring back Tim Burton Tuesday. Tim Burton Tuesday was started by me in 2023, and it is my original idea to combine highlighting a Tim Burton film with a crochet project, so if you see it anywhere else, you know where it started. We talked about behind the scenes, we talked about what I liked about the movie, I rated the movie, all kinds of things. And y'all loved it. And then last year I didn't do it, and I heard about it. Okay. So, one of the reasons I decided to bring it back this year is because one of my absolute favorite designers of all time is making a kit that's Tim Burton themed. I can't help myself. So, Tim Burton Tuesday is back. And I am excited for some of the ideas I have for that. If you haven't seen those videos, I highly recommend. There's an entire playlist. Even if you're not a Tim Burton fan, they're pretty fun. Worst thing about crochet. A lot of people have been saying sewing in ends, sewing on pieces, counting, a million stitches, losing track, all of those things. Yeah, those can be frustrating. I think the worst thing about crochet, for me personally, I can't get it done as fast as I used to. And that frustrates me. Because I should be able to, right? But between my hands, my nerve problems, and my brain issues, I just can't. for example. My eyeglasses case pattern. You can also use it as a hook case. You want to take a guess how long this has taken me? 3 days. And I still have about this much more to go. 3 days. It's my pattern. I know it. I've memorized it. 3 days. Pattern testers would have that done in an hour. This is where I'm at. Favorite thing about crochet. A lot of people have been saying in these tags, the community. They're very happy about the community, and for the most part, I am too. Although, I get more and more annoyed with it each day. I never thought I would see such toxicity in the fiber community. But it's here, and it's big, and it's loud. And it's frustrating. Because literally crafting should be an escape from everything. So when there's drama and poison in the waters of the crochet community, fiber community, it ruins the experience. This is why I watch fewer and fewer crochet channels this year. Well, fiber channels. I watch fewer and fewer fiber channels. And I hang out with my Disney friends. Because they're nice. And they're drama-free. So my favorite thing about crochet is the fact that I can do it. I am stuck in this bed so much of the time. Crochet is something I can do in bed. It's not messy. It doesn't require a whole lot of materials. And a lot of it I can do mindlessly while I watch something or, It gave me something to do before I went stir crazy. I've been crocheting for years, but I took a break because I was busy. Believe it or not, I used to do things. I used to have a life. And then about the time I got to college, I was not feeling well for years in middle school and high school, and everybody thought I was a hypochondriac. Everybody thought I didn't like school, so I was trying to avoid school. And then I started to show actual signs like bloating, which you can't just make on command, and getting sick, and things you can't fake, So then people started to take me seriously, but being a spoonie is hard. Being stuck in your bed is hard, especially when your life is active. I was a stage manager. I wrote plays for the local school, for the elementary kids. I actually wrote their plays. I used to be a writer. I entered several writing competitions. I thought I was gonna be a writer. I thought I was gonna be a dancer, a writer, a detective. I had all these different plans for my life. I even thought about being an ASL interpreter at one point. God had other plans. I don't know what they are, but he had other plans. I was never somebody who wanted to have a YouTube channel. I never wanted to be the center of attention. I only like to be the center of attention on my birthday. I love my birthday. And then, I was an only child, so my birthday month. 1 month out of the year, I like some attention. But I mostly love to spoil everybody else in my life, so I've always been that way. But 1 month out of the year, I like a little bit of attention. But I did stage managing, I worked in a sound booth, I did lighting, I did all the behind the scenes stuff. I was a prop manager, all the behind the scenes stuff when it came to theater. And yes, I did acting, sure, we all had to. I was in a few plays. I was Mrs. Fezziwig in a production of A Christmas Carol, the musical version. And yeah, I've done a few plays and it was a lot of fun and stuff. But I've never been the kind of person that's like, oh my gosh, I need to be the center of attention. I want to be a movie star. No. So actually, when I told my parents I wanted to start a YouTube channel, they were confused. They were like, really? You? You know. So, and I was nervous. I practiced my first video a lot. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I can't recommend this enough. I know people say just start. And I do say that. Yes, start. Practice. Because that video is going to live on the internet forever. Even if you take it down, it's somewhere in cyberspace. Practice your first video. Just trust me. Practice your first video. And make your first video what your channel is going to be about. Who you are and what this channel is. They need a welcome video so they know who you are and what they are about to get into. Just can't recommend that enough. That was the advice I got, and it was invaluable. So I got a bunch of subscribers really fast because people knew what I was about and they were here for it. I was just in bed so much. I needed something to do, and I finally remembered. It's like, hey, you used to crochet. Remember that? Why don't you pick that up again? So I did. So back to my favorite thing about crochet is it's so versatile. I can use it when I want to talk about my favorite films. That's why I did Film to Fiber with Teresa, you know. I love old movies, so does she. Let's do a collaboration where we crochet something inspired by an old movie. I love Broadway. Let's do Broadway bears. Build-A-Bear like bears, but they're in Broadway authentic, as much as possible, costumes. And then we talk about the Broadway show and we show our love for musical theater. Maybe we can craft along with the Disney community and see if they'll let us in. So my favorite thing about crochet, that I can do it. And I can do anything I want with it. It can be anything. I can use it for anything. I want to talk about Disney. Let's make something Disney. I want to talk about classic film. Let's make something classic film. I want to do baking. Let's crochet me a little character to bake with me. I want to go to a movie. Let's crochet something to take to that movie with me. I want to do a yarn review. Let's crochet a cute little critter to be my little co-host. Anything I want. And I love that. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but just a quick reminder, please hit the like button and share to anyone you think would like this video, but also leave a comment. Did you know that leaving a comment helps the algorithm so much? Likes are important, shares are important, but comments actually boost the algorithm and help our channels spread so that more people can see that we exist. So if you would please leave a comment, even if it's just hi or an emoji, or you have something to say about the video, or you have a question for me, please leave it in the comment section. I would be very appreciative. Oh, and if you're liking what you're seeing, maybe subscribe. We have all kinds of fun over here. So many different things happen on this channel. You never know. Okay, thank you for letting me interrupt. Now enjoy your video. This was a long video, but hopefully you're good with that. Remember to join Teresa and I tonight at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, I think, whatever the poster said. Oh, I think I'm supposed to tag some people. Everybody else is tagging 3 people, so these are 3 people I'm tagging. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye.